Imagine a story hidden for centuries, a single word holding the power to redefine humanity's origin. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll see how one mistranslation changed everything we thought we knew about the creation of man and woman and what it truly means for us today. Deep in the heart of ancient Mesopotamia, a group of scribes gathers around an ancient manuscript. The head scribe hesitates before reading aloud a passage that challenges centuries of belief about the creation of humanity. The room fills with murmurs as he explains that rib might have been a mistranslation, uncovering a story long hidden in plain sight. The tale begins in Eden, with the Creator sculpting life from the elements and crafting humanity with purpose and equality. Expanding on the mystery, the scribe recounts the cultural context of Genesis. In the creation story, Adam lies in a deep, symbolic sleep, and something is taken from his side, not just his rib. This segment delves into the etymology of the Hebrew word zela and its broader uses in Scripture, illustrating its significance in sacred structures like the tabernacle. The scribes debate the implications of the mistranslation. If zela truly means side, rather than rib, it transforms the narrative. Eve is no longer a derivative creation, but an equal partner, symbolizing unity and shared humanity. They examine other scriptures where zela is used, particularly in the context of sacred architecture, emphasizing structural integrity and harmony. The narrative shifts back to Eden, where Eve is formed. The act of her creation is portrayed not as an afterthought, but as a deliberate and equal crafting from Adam's side. The Creator breathes life into her, and the connection between the two becomes a symbol of divine unity and partnership. As Eve awakens, the moment is described not as one of subservience, but as profound unity. Adam and Eve gaze at each other, realizing they are two halves of the same being, meant to walk through Eden together. The narrative emphasizes their equality, underscored by the Creator's declaration that both are made in the image of God. This segment delves into the shared purpose of humanity, to care for creation and to reflect divine harmony. The Garden of Eden flourishes around them, symbolizing the potential of this unity. The scribes revisit the implications of the mistranslation over centuries. They reflect on how religious teachings about Adam's rib have shaped societal roles, often diminishing women's status. The head scribe, passionate and resolute, vows to restore the original intent of the scripture. He outlines how the idea of side reinforces equality and mutual dependence. The mood becomes one of hope and purpose as they set out to spread this rediscovery. Shifting back to Eden, the narrative describes the bond between Adam and Eve as they explore their new world. They marvel at the diversity of creation and discover their shared responsibilities. Adam names the animals while Eve observes their behaviors, offering insights and sharing joy. The scene emphasizes their partnership as co-caretakers of Eden, underscoring that both are vital in fulfilling the Creator's vision. The scribes investigate other instances of zela in the Hebrew Scriptures. They analyze how it is used to describe the sides of the tabernacle and other sacred structures. This context strengthens their argument. Zela signifies something integral and foundational, not a single, insignificant rib. Their research grows increasingly compelling as they uncover more connections, piecing together a broader vision of unity and divine design. Back in Eden, a moment of divine revelation occurs as Adam and Eve witness the Creator speaking over creation. The words emphasize unity, partnership, and shared dominion over the earth. Eve's role is shown as equally powerful and essential, contrary to later interpretations that have minimized her significance. This divine affirmation solidifies their understanding of mutual respect and equality. The head scribe presents their findings to a larger council of religious leaders. The room is filled with tension as he explains the implications of translating zela as side instead of rib. Some resist the idea, fearing it undermines long-held traditions. Others, however, are moved by the evidence and begin to see how this discovery aligns with deeper biblical themes of unity and equality. The council erupts into debate. Traditionalists argue that centuries of teaching cannot be dismissed based on one linguistic interpretation. The head scribe counters with detailed examples from Scripture, illustrating the consistent use of zela to mean side. He emphasizes that understanding Eve as coming from Adam's side reveals God's intention for equality and mutual support. The room grows quiet as he concludes. This truth does not erase tradition, but enriches it, restoring what was lost. Slowly, voices of agreement rise. In Eden, Adam and Eve walk through the garden, discussing their observations. Adam marvels at Eve's unique insights into their surroundings, while Eve reflects on the harmony they share. They encounter a tree laden with fruit and ponder its beauty, yet sense its forbidden nature. Their bond strengthens as they recognize the Creator's wisdom in making them partners, each contributing uniquely to the world around them. Back at the council, the head scribe presents a historical account of how the mistranslation occurred. He explains the role of the Septuagint and the Latin Vulgate in cementing the rib narrative. The council listens as he describes how cultural biases shaped interpretations, favoring hierarchical views of gender. He implores them to consider the profound theological implications of returning to the original text, not to disrupt faith, but to deepen understanding. The narrative shifts to a depiction of how the mistranslation influenced medieval thought. Artists and theologians perpetuated the idea of Eve being secondary, depicted as emerging from Adam's rib to serve him. These cultural narratives reinforced patriarchal systems, obscuring the Bible's message of unity. A vivid scene shows monks copying manuscripts, unwittingly embedding this error into generations of teaching. Adam and Eve's bond in Eden deepens as they work together to care for the garden. They learn to depend on each other's strengths, reflecting on the Creator's wisdom in making them equals. As they rest by a clear river, Eve expresses gratitude for their shared purpose, while Adam acknowledges her indispensable role in his life. This segment reinforces the theme of mutual respect and partnership. The scribes in Mesopotamia worked tirelessly to translate zela accurately in a new manuscript. They face resistance from those who see this work as heretical, but their determination grows stronger. The head scribe speaks of his vision, a world where humanity returns to the Creator's original design of equality and mutual respect. His words inspire younger scribes to join the mission. Here's a thought. What if understanding one word could change how we see ourselves and each other forever? Drop a comment. Do you think translations can hold that much influence, or is it the stories we choose to tell that matter more? The council agrees to an open forum where religious leaders and scholars from surrounding regions can discuss the implications of the scribe's findings. The head scribe prepares a speech that outlines not only the linguistic evidence, but the broader spiritual message of unity and equality between man and woman. On the day of the gathering, the hall fills with a mix of curiosity and apprehension. He begins with the question, what if our foundational story has always been one of partnership, not hierarchy? He then explains how the mistranslation of zela has obscured the divine intent. Adam and Eve's peaceful existence in Eden takes on a deeper spiritual meaning as they continue to explore their relationship and purpose. One day, as they sit beneath the tree of life, Eve contemplates their connection. She expresses gratitude for their shared creation, not as one dominating the other, but as two halves of a whole. Adam listens, realizing that her insights reflect their divine purpose more clearly than he had imagined. Together, they begin to understand the balance in their roles, complementing each other's strengths. At the forum, an elder challenges the head scribe, arguing that changing such a deeply entrenched teaching risks undermining the faith of millions. The head scribe responds, "Truth is never a threat to faith. It strengthens it." He emphasizes that restoring the original meaning does not erase tradition, but enhances it, revealing the Creator's deeper intent for humanity. The elder softens, acknowledging the power of the argument, and proposes further study to affirm the findings. Eve begins to develop a deeper relationship with the Creator, spending time in quiet prayer and reflection. One day, She is filled with inspiration and speaks to Adam about her vision: humanity as co-creators with the divine, nurturing and protecting the earth. Her words resonate deeply with Adam, and they decide to take on new tasks together, such as creating better shelters for the animals and cultivating gardens. Their bond grows stronger as they embrace their shared responsibility. The forum concludes with a decision to form a council of scribes and theologians to reevaluate foundational teachings based on original texts. The head scribe is appointed to lead this initiative, and he vows to restore the story of Zela to its rightful place in Scripture. Meanwhile, dissenting voices urge caution, warning of resistance from traditionalists. The gathering disperses with a sense of both hope and uncertainty. Adam and Eve face their first challenge when a storm sweeps through Eden. They work together to protect the animals and secure their surroundings. Eve suggests innovative ways to create barriers against the winds, while Adam focuses on gathering food and supplies. The experience strengthens their bond and teaches them the value of teamwork, highlighting the Creator's wisdom in designing them as equals. With the storm past, Adam and Eve reflect on their ability to overcome challenges together. They see the storm as a test of their partnership and a demonstration of how their unity mirrors the Creator's intention. Adam praises Eve's resourcefulness, and she admires his strength and courage. Together, they resolve to continue learning and growing, understanding that their differences complement one another. Eve notes, "What we achieve together is far greater than anything we could do alone." They look toward the horizon, where a rainbow arcs across the sky, symbolizing their harmony and divine purpose. In the scribes' chambers, the council's work begins in earnest. They analyze scriptures not only in Hebrew, but also in Greek and Latin, comparing translations and interpretations. They uncover more examples of mistranslations that have influenced doctrine, particularly in ways that skew gender dynamics. The head scribe grows increasingly impassioned, declaring that their work is about more than scholarship, it is about restoring divine truth. The group becomes united in their mission, but the opposition from external forces grows louder, creating an atmosphere of tension and urgency. Adam and Eve begin to notice subtle changes in their surroundings. Creatures that once thrived together now seem wary of each other. A serpent appears, offering cryptic words that sow doubt in their minds. Eve, curious but cautious, discusses the serpent's words with Adam. They agree to remain steadfast in their faith and trust in the Creator's plan, but a sense of unease begins to settle over the garden. This segment introduces a tension that underscores their bond and foreshadows challenges to come. Opposition to the council's work grows. Powerful figures accuse the scribes of heresy, claiming that altering foundational beliefs will destabilize society. The head scribe, undeterred, pens a declaration of intent: "We seek not to destroy, but to illuminate." The truth is not fragile, it endures beyond our misconceptions. This statement is widely circulated, drawing both support and condemnation. The council decides to present their findings publicly, knowing it may lead to conflict. Back in Eden, Adam and Eve stand before the Creator, who reaffirms their purpose as equal partners. "You are two, yet one," the Creator says. "In unity, you reflect my image, and in harmony, you fulfill my will." Their bond feels renewed, but the serpent's earlier words linger in Eve's mind. She asks the Creator for wisdom, and the Creator responds, "Trust in what I have given you, for all you need lies within your unity." This moment becomes a turning point, solidifying their partnership while leaving questions unanswered. The council prepares for the public presentation of their findings. The head scribe gathers his team and delivers a final speech, urging them to remain steadfast despite the backlash they might face. "This is not just about one word," he says. "It is about restoring what has been lost and revealing the Creator's truth in its fullness." The scribes nod in agreement, their determination evident. As the doors to the hall open, a crowd awaits, filled with curiosity, skepticism, and hope. Adam and Eve face their final test as the serpent returns, tempting them with promises of knowledge and power. Eve wrestles with the decision, recalling the Creator's words and the bond she shares with Adam. Adam, sensing her struggle, offers words of reassurance, reminding her of their shared purpose. Together, they make a choice that reflects their unity, trusting in the Creator's wisdom over the serpent's deception. This moment serves as a culmination of their journey, showcasing the strength of their partnership. The council's presentation concludes with a profound impact. The audience is moved by the evidence and the spiritual message of unity and equality. While not everyone agrees, the discourse begins to shift. The head scribe closes with these words: "The Creator's truth is vast and deep. Today, we have only scratched the surface, but let this be the beginning of a journey toward understanding." The scene ends with the council stepping into the sunlight, knowing they have planted the seeds of change. We've uncovered an ancient truth, but this is just the beginning. If this perspective on equality and unity resonated with you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon, because next time, we're diving even deeper into the untold stories of ancient wisdom